Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and I know a lot of you are single and that's why you're here, but I wanted to talk about some of the benefits of being single that might make you feel a little bit more at peace with your current situation. You can absolutely want to be in a relationship while still appreciating and getting the most out of your current state of singleness. Being single can ultimately give you the freedom to help you better understand yourself and become a better partner later down the road. So it's not all bad. Let's get right into it. Also, just a little disclaimer here, I am under the weather still, so if I sound a little bit funky or I'm off my A game, that is why. The first benefit of being single is having peace in solitude. While you're single is a really wonderful time to learn how to enjoy your own company and find peace in solitude and being alone. I think being alone and being lonely are very different things, and dedicating time to yourself is really important for your confidence and your growth. So really the key here is to find that peace in being alone. Find things you enjoy doing that you can do without someone else always being involved. There are so many other things in life that can bring happiness and fulfillment outside of just a relationship. So find what those things are for you. This is crucial for your well-being and your individual growth. Also, I do apologize. There's construction going on next door and it's very loud, so ignore that. Doing things alone can build your confidence by fostering independence and self-reliance. When you do things solo, you rely on your own judgments and your own abilities, which can lead to a greater sense of self-assurance. Enjoying experiences on your own can help you develop a stronger sense of self-esteem and confidence in your capabilities, which I think is really important. While relationships absolutely bring joy and companionship, they should not be the sole source of happiness or validation for you. And honestly, it is so wonderful to not have to rely on anyone to provide that for you. And as someone who up until very recently struggled to feel confident doing things alone, trust me on this one. I actually talked about this in my recent video I did on confidence, so I won't go super in depth here. If you're interested in hearing more about my journey in terms of doing things alone, you can go watch that video. I talk about it pretty in depth over there. But I'm someone who has really struggled doing things alone and not always relying on someone else to do things with me, aside from like running errands or doing things that I need to do. I'm not someone who does things for enjoyment by myself, and recently I started doing that a little bit more, and it just gave me such a confidence boost. And if I was single, this is something that I would absolutely be prioritizing. Use this time to foster independence, self-reliance, and gain confidence in yourself and your abilities. When we're happier with ourselves, it not only benefits you, but also the people around you. You'll be a better you because of this, which can make you a better partner in the future. So while you're single is a wonderful time to start doing this. The second benefit of being single is an ability to focus on your career and save some money. Being single can allow you to dedicate more of your energy and your time towards your professional goals. Without the responsibilities of a relationship or even children, single men can allocate more time to work tasks, professional development, networking opportunities. Single people might also have more flexibility to work longer hours, take on additional projects, or pursue career advancement opportunities without having to consider a partner's schedule or needs. This could also include career mobility, relocating for job opportunities, taking on travel assignments that can further your career. This could be more difficult for people who have another person in their life with their own career or additional responsibilities that tie them to a specific place. Another obvious one here, but single people might also have fewer distractions, focusing on developing new skills, furthering their education, pursuing side projects that could enhance their career prospects. A ton of different ways that you could look at this one here. In terms of saving money, being able to dedicate more time to your career can help, and well, it's cheaper to feed one person than two. Single men could also opt for smaller living spaces, shared accommodations, or more affordable housing options compared to couples or families. With no obligation to financially support a partner or children, single men have more control of their spending and can focus on building personal savings. Again, I think when you're single is a great time to get your finances in check. For a temporary period of time here, you can avoid the additional costs associated with dating, gifts, family vacations, and other relationship-related expenses. And as we know, this can add up. Without these shared financial responsibilities, single men have the freedom to invest in their own interests, their own hobbies, and long-term financial goals. So a lot of different ways that you could take this one. This is going to really vary depending on you and your career, what you're into, how much you prioritize your job, and things like that. So we have to leave room for nuance and understand that this is going to look different for all of you. And again, I think when you're single is a wonderful time to work on setting yourself up for your future and becoming financially stable. The next benefit of being single is building social connections. So the other relationships in your life are important too, not just the romantic ones. And while you're single, this is a great time to build your social network and find your people. I'll add that you should be nourishing these relationships when you're in a romantic relationship too, but being single really gives you a good excuse to give them that extra TLC. Without the commitment of a relationship, single men can invest more time in building and nurturing friendships. Being single also allows for more opportunities to engage with a variety of people, leading to more diverse social interactions and even perspectives. When you get into a relationship, you might be less likely to sort of branch out and stray from your group or the people in your life. But I think when you're single is a really wonderful time to expand your network and just meet new people. Single men can dedicate more time to strengthening existing friendships and forming new bonds, which can provide emotional support and companionship, which is so important and something that too many men are not prioritizing. Men are becoming more lonely than ever before, and not just because of a lack of romantic relationships, but also because of lacking companionship and friendship in their life. I would strongly encourage you to continue doing this when you're in a relationship, but I think while you're single is a wonderful time to expand your horizon a little bit, to meet new people, but also really work on strengthening those relationships that you already have in your life that are not romantic. And the last benefit here of being single is really being able to prioritize yourself. Overall, you have the ability to prioritize yourself, your interests, your needs, wants, travel, truly whatever the heck you want to do. And I'll be honest here and say I'm not someone who would encourage being selfish for the long run, but while you're single and in this phase of your life, I think it can be incredibly beneficial. Really think about what you want to do. What brings you joy? How do you want to spend your free time and your weekends? Do you want to travel? What do you want to do with your life? There are so many things to think about and ways that you can find fulfillment and happiness and joy in your life. And I think when you're single is a really wonderful time to prioritize those wants and needs for yourself so that you have an easier time with this long term. Being single can give you more time to prioritize yourself because you have the freedom to focus on your personal growth, your goals, and your well-being without having to consider the needs or expectations of a partner. You can devote more time to self-care, hobbies, interests, and development, which can lead to a deeper understanding of yourself and what you truly want out of life. Again, I think when you're single is a wonderful time to find out these things about yourself and really explore, what do you want to do? What makes you happy? What brings you joy? What are the hobbies and interests and the passions that you want to explore? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to learn this and that? Again, I'm not someone who would encourage you to be selfish and only be focused on your own needs for the rest of your life and never, consider other people or have a partner that you consider their needs. I think those things are really important, but I think while you're single is an okay time to step into the selfish period of your life and to really find what you want and find what makes you happy and what's going to give you the best life and the best outcome possible. So just want to clear that up. I am someone who absolutely advocates for relationships and for marriage. Being married is the most wonderful thing that I have ever done, and I would never sit here and encourage someone to not want that or not do that. Again, everyone is different and you can do whatever you want with your life. That's your choice to make. But as someone who sits here happily married, I think it would be a disservice and it would be dishonest for me to say that being in a relationship is not truly wonderful, because it is. But again, the point of this video is to understand that there are perks of being single and ways that you can use this to your advantage for the current situation that you're in and really having gratitude and appreciating that, but also ways that you can use this to your advantage that will make you a better partner long term. And I think that's the most important takeaway that I want you guys to understand. If you use your singleness to your advantage and have gratitude and be thankful and find the benefits of it instead of always focusing on the negatives, I think there's so much beauty in it and actually a lot that you can get out of it that will help you in the future. So if you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. Also, if you guys are open to sharing, I would love to hear from you down in the comments. What are some benefits that you think you have being single? What are some positive moments or experiences that you can share that might help uplift some other guys and just help them find peace in their current situations as well? I would love to hear from you, and I think it could really help out a lot of other people who are in a similar situation. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.